We're diving into 6 unforgettable doctors across 5 powerful Thai GL series, from forensic experts to time-bending surgeons, and discover why their medical roles aren't just background details. They're the soul of each story. By the end, you'll know exactly where to watch titles like The Secret of U.S., Affair, Reverse With Me, Patricore, and U.S., and why each doctor deserves a spot on your 2025 watch list. Ready to fall in love with characters who heal others while slowly learning to heal themselves? Then let's begin. There's something about a white coat that feels different. It isn't just fabric. It carries responsibility, silence, grief, and healing, not only for patients, but also for the ones wearing it. In Thai GL series, when a doctor takes center stage, it's never just about medicine. It's about love buried under duty, trauma disguised as professionalism, and second chances hiding in hospital hallways. Now, you might be thinking, another list of Thai GL dramas? But this one cuts deeper. Because today we're not only talking about romance, we're talking about healing hearts, both as a profession and as a personal journey. This is the complete Thai GL watch guide for every fan who ever cried during a medical scene and realized that pain wasn't about the patient. It was about the doctor. The one who saves lives, but struggles to save themselves. So if you believe that love stories are strongest when they're quiet, layered, and wrapped in stethoscopes and surgical gloves, this list is for you. And we begin with the angel doctor herself, Dr. Felada from The Secret of Us. She's composed, brilliant, and heals everyone around her, except herself. Behind her calm exterior lies a heart still broken from a past love. Watch how silence speaks louder than words, because this is where her journey begins. Dr. Felada isn't just a doctor. She's known as the angel doctor. Calm, precise, always in control. She walks through hospital corridors like she's untouchable. But the strongest walls aren't built to keep people out, they're built to hide the cracks inside. In The Secret of Us, Felada's medical career becomes her armor. After a breakup with her ex-girlfriend Ern, she buried her emotions under routines, responsibilities, and endless patient care. This is where psychology meets storytelling. Because grief isn't only about death. Grief is about lost love. Lost versions of yourself. Opportunities that slipped away. That's what Felada carries, the silent weight of a love that ended, but never really left. When Ern re-enters her life, not as a stranger but tied to her workplace, the cracks begin to show. Suddenly, the woman who heals others every day must face the one wound she never treated, her own heart. This series is one of the most emotionally intelligent entries in Thai GL medical dramas, because it reveals something rare, that caregivers also need care. Watch her slowly open up through small glances, suppressed tears, and quiet conversations. It's subtle, it's real, and that's why The Secret of Us stands out in the Thai GL doctors list. It's not about grand confessions. It's about the courage to feel again. To say, I'm not okay. To let someone see you, not as a doctor, but as a person. If you're ready to witness this quiet emotional journey, you can watch The Secret of Us in full on the 3+ website and on Netflix in Southeast Asia. Only 3 episodes remain on the 3+ YouTube channel, so for the complete experience, head to those platforms. But what if the past doesn't just return? What if it follows you like a shadow? That's where our next story begins. Meet Dr. Wan Wua, a woman whose entire path in medicine was shaped by a promise. Not to a patient, not to a mentor, but to someone she loved in silence, her childhood friend, Flang. She was the one who inspired Wan Wua to become a doctor, even when that love was never spoken. In Affair, we see how personal choices can be, especially when they're hidden behind professional ambition. Wan Wua didn't just choose medicine. She chose it for someone. And when Flang returns years later, the emotional earthquake is quiet, but devastating. She's strong. She's capable. She's respected. But beneath that white coat lies a heart still holding on to memories, to what-ifs, to a version of love that was never allowed to bloom. As both women navigate adulthood, careers, and unresolved feelings, Wan Wua faces a question that's no longer avoidable: keep waiting, or finally act and make it real? This is one of the most emotionally resonant Thai GL stories with doctors, a romance where every glance carries the weight of years, and love doesn't need to shout to be felt. If you want to experience this beautifully restrained story, you can watch Affair in full on IG, or on the official Change 2561 YouTube channel, with full episodes and English subtitles. Because Affair shows us that sometimes the most powerful love stories aren't about passion. They're about patience, about waiting, silence, and building a life around someone you can't have, only to realize when they return that the foundation was always them. And now, we move to a story where medicine isn't just a career. It's a second chance across time. 7 years ago, a medical student named Karen did the impossible. She saved Cleo's life, not with surgery, but with a power, the ability to reverse time. One moment. One choice. One act of love disguised as fate. Now, Cleo is a 6th-year medical student, working in the ER, chasing not just a career but also a memory. A name. Karen. The woman who saved her, then vanished. So she followed the same path, not only to become a doctor, but to find her. When they meet again, Karen is no longer a student. She's a cardiothoracic surgeon. Cold. Distant. Guarded. And Cleo? She's determined. Not to change her, but to understand her. To close the gap between who Karen was and who she has become. This is Reverse With Me, a Thai GL medical drama that blends science fiction with deep emotion. It isn't just about time travel. It's about second chances. About whether love can survive silence, distance, and the weight of secrets. Cleo's journey into medicine isn't only professional. It's symbolic. Every surgery, every late night, every patient, all of it is a tribute to the life she was given. And Karen's coldness? It isn't indifference. It's protection for a heart that's already been broken. Now, technically Cleo is still a student. Not yet a doctor. But this list isn't just about titles, it's about who carries the weight of healing. And Cleo does. She may not wear the coat today, but she's already becoming the doctor, and the woman she was meant to be. If you're ready to step into this world of fate, memory, and quiet longing, you can watch Reverse With Me in full on IG, with official English subtitles. It's one of the most unique entries in Thai GL medical dramas, where love doesn't only bend emotions, it bends time. But what if medicine isn't about saving lives, but giving voice to those who've lost them? In a world full of noise, Dr. Sharan speaks through silence. A forensic physician. A woman who finds truth in the smallest details, a bruise, a fiber, a whisper left in a body. She doesn't shout for justice. She uncovers it, one autopsy at a time. And then comes Tull, a passionate, emotional police officer who wears her heart on her sleeve. At first, they clash. Sharan sees Tull as reckless. Tull sees Sharan as cold. But as they work case after case, something begins to shift. Not just professionally, personally. Beneath Sharan's calm exterior is a woman shaped by loss, by injustice, by quiet determination to fight for those who can't. And Tull becomes the mirror that reflects her hidden empathy, her resilience, her deep moral compass. Petrichor is more than a Thai GL drama with doctors. It's a meditation on how love grows in unexpected places. In quiet moments. In shared purpose. In the space between words. And let's be honest, this one resonates differently. Because Sharan isn't only a doctor. She's a truth seeker. And her romance with Tull isn't loud. It's earned. Built on trust. On partnership. On the courage to feel, even when you've spent your life analyzing the dead. If you're drawn to stories where every glance carries weight and every silence tells a story, you can watch Petrichor in full on IG, with official English subtitles. It's one of the most powerful GL medical dramas in recent years, where healing isn't just about the living. It's about giving voice to those who can no longer speak. But not every doctor is a surgeon or a forensic expert. Some are still learning. And their healing begins not in hospitals, but in cafes. Pam is 22. A dentistry student. Quiet, reserved, the kind of person who speaks more through silence than words. She moves through life like she's carrying something heavy, and she is. Grief. Fresh. Unspoken. Not dramatic, just there. In the way she avoids eye contact. In the pauses between sentences. In the weight of her stillness. And then there's Dokrak, warm, bright, always behind the counter of the cafe Pam visits every day. Their first meeting? A routine dental appointment. But something lingered. A look. A smile. A connection that didn't need explanation. As their lives gently intertwine, through small gestures, shared silences, soft smiles, Pam begins to change. Not suddenly. Not magically. But slowly. Like a flower opening after winter. Dokrak doesn't fix her. She simply sees her. And in that gaze, Pam starts to remember who she was, and who she can be again. US is a masterclass in subtlety. It isn't about grand gestures. It's about presence. About how love can be a quiet force that helps someone reconnect with themselves. For Pam, healing isn't about forgetting grief, it's about learning to live alongside it. This 2025 Thai GL drama is available on the GMMTV YouTube channel, a rare gem in the Thai GL doctors list where healing doesn't come from a prescription, but from a smile across the counter. Because it reminds us, not all healers wear stethoscopes. Some serve coffee. And sometimes, that's everything. So tell me, which doctor stole your heart? Was it Felada, the angel who finally let someone in? Wan Wua, who built a life around a silent love? Karen, the time-bending surgeon with walls of ice? Cleo, the student chasing a second chance across time? Sharon, the forensic voice for the voiceless? Or Pam, the quiet dentist learning to feel again? These aren't just Thai GL characters. They're reflections of us, our struggles, our healing, our courage to love even when we're broken. And if you've made it this far, it means these stories moved you. Not just as entertainment, but as truth. A reminder that healing isn't linear. That love doesn't always shout. And that sometimes, the person who helps everyone else, is the one who needs to be seen the most. So here's my question, which Thai GL doctor is your favorite? Drop it in the comments, I'd love to know. And if this was your first dive into Thai GL medical dramas, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. Because we're just getting started. Every week, I break down the stories that move us, not just with romance, but with truth. Until next time, keep watching, keep feeling, and remember, even the ones who heal others, deserve to be healed too.